computer mic and sound of the message.
Oh, this is a really good indication of that as well, so I would try and say, well, no, would you like to do speaking? And I say, oh.
Oh, sure.
Okay, over here. Hello, should I call your name?
Hi, I'm Josh. I hope you like the snacks I gave you. But, comedy show in Singapore. But I just wanted to ask you, what's your favorite location that you've ever played a concert at?
Oh, like specific location or city?
Either one, I guess. Like, just what you like and why.
Oh, there's been very many. Some of my favorite gigs lately have been these weird outdoor ones where I just Twitter last minute and then a bunch of people show up. And I had a gig like that a couple of months ago in Portland, Oregon, and I was there just to hang out and to have a meeting and take a couple of days off over the West Coast. And I was it was like the apex of my Twitter happiness. I was like, oh my God. So I was in Portland for 2 days and I was staying in a hotel that was across from a famous strip club. It was like an old school, really great, ratty strip club with like a stage, this big and this high, where the girls had to go on stage and keep the jukebox themselves. And so I Twittered for all the bands to meet me in the strip club. And like 50 people, most of whom had never been in a strip club before, got to have a nice community experience. And then the next day I did a show like 2 blocks from the hotel I was staying in just this grassy little park that I found. And there's something so wonderful about being able to do that and not planning anything and having just, nothing is organized. It literally is just like, probably less, maybe about half as many people as are in here, but just to sit on the grass and play my ukulele and talk with these people. It's such a great antidote for when you play a giant rock show and like 50 people are involved and everyone is running around and yelling and everything is really complicated and 90 million things can go wrong. There's so little that can go wrong with a gig like that. The only thing that can go wrong is if it rains or the police come. So that particular show just felt really wonderful. Mostly because all the rest of the people there were going like, this is so amazing. Because the thing that we so fast and connected on our phones and on our computers is that it can feel like that's the only place we're connecting. But then when you can use it all of a sudden to be in a place with a bunch of real people doing something very real, it just feels so good. So that's probably my favorite gig of the day. That one.
Thank you.
Thank you, Josh, for the echo. Hopefully the chamber show will come up next under the Okay, Linda.
So who else is it?
Question away. Yes. Yeah, okay. Hello, lovely lady. Your name and question.
Could you tell us about being a feminist icon and what it means to you?
So what's up a little slower to the microwave?
Could you tell us about what it means to be a feminist icon? I think it's really great.
Well, I don't think I'm a feminist icon. I mean, that's awesome. I'd much rather that I be a feminist icon than somebody other women out there.
No, you just edit.
But, feminism is weird because it sits on its baggage. And the thing that's always sort of freaks me out about feminism is that it seems to have rules. And when people talk about it, you know, the one thing that I always just sort of stick by is the fact that, you know, as long as we can all kind of get along and do what we want, we shouldn't have to, you know, struggle so much and define things so much. And so feminism has always been a really weird issue for me because it has always seemed like it's in its own category. And so when asked, you know, am I a feminist? I usually answer that I'd like to believe in a world where there don't have to be feminists. But obviously that being said, it's something that, you know, I spend time thinking about it, but I try not to spend too much time thinking about it. I think one of the problems with, you know, talking about things and making, you know, and having a lot of issues with the way things are and the way things the way you want things to change and stuff, is that you can get really hung up on the specifics of what's wrong and, you know, fixing things, which isn't to say that it isn't really good that there are people out there literally specifically working to change laws and fix specific things that are wrong. But since I'm a musician and not a politician, I honestly think that the most important thing I can do, and the best thing I can do with my time, is to just be as fully myself as I possibly can without filtering too much, you know, and without trying too hard. And that just by living by example and trying to be as honest as I possibly can with myself and with other people, that's the best thing I can do. And it's the best thing anyone can do. You know, and the minute you start going like, well, you shouldn't be fucking doing that, you should be doing that, then you just feel lost. I hope that sort of answers the question. That's what it is.
Well said, thank you. Thanks for the question. Let's go somewhere to the back, because maybe they want to rest out. I can't give the mic to you, but you can shout out your answer if you like. Your question, I mean.
I can hear you guys pretty well if it's in here, so it's good. Is there anyone up in the back? You guys are over.
We've got a lady over there. Would you like to? Okay. Is there a question from her? Yes.
What made you like Salt Oasis?
Oh, thank you. You know, something really specific. Oasis popped into my head one day. I actually wrote Oasis a long time ago. Oasis is a song, for those of you who don't know, Oasis is a song that's on my new record. It's called None Palmer. It's not been nearly anymore, so you will. But I probably wrote it when I was 24 or 25. And it's a very sort of, you know, short, peppy, upbeat, smiley, Beach Boys-y song about a girl who gets date raped and has an abortion. It's funny for a reason, because basically the chorus of the song is that, like, oh, these horrible things have happened to me, but I'm fine because I just got a letter from my favorite band who I wrote a fan mail to, and so everything is just fantastic, and it's sort of a song about, like, total delusion and not dealing with your feelings. But I think I wrote this song because I had a little nagging thing that I had to deal with, and it was a really, you know, and the idea came, and when the idea came, I wrote the song. I think it took me about 15 minutes to write the song because it was so short. And at the time, I actually, it never crossed my mind to think that anyone would be offended by it. I figured everyone would just find it really funny, and it turns out that actually people were really offended by it. Which got me, you know, didn't get me in trouble, but it meant that song couldn't get played on the radio in some places, and I made a great video for it. People took the video because they were so scared of the subject matter, so that was kind of a bummer. But, you know, songs are weird. Songs just sort of kind of come into my head, and then I laugh, and I either like them or I don't, and I